Jubilee, but we didn't do the Clamboree because we didn't have people. We may or may not do the county fair. We want to do the county fair, but we need a volunteer to literally get up and go out. So our studio number is 888-3460. My personal cell phone is 260-2585. Our headquarters is at 135 South Wall Street, which is next to the fire station and across the street from Sterling Savings on South Wall. And the building that we're in is the Business Development Center, 2455 Maple Leaf Way, studio number 1 in North Bend. And we're directly across the street from the old entrance to the airport. They're our neighbors just to the east.
Also, too, I believe that you do give classes, orientation classes to people.
Yes.
That they can come in and be instructed on camcorder production, linear editing, lighting techniques, and
all aspects of broadcasting.
And that's really important for somebody just to see if maybe they'd be interested in that type of a career.
And Felix, we're doing hands-on stuff. It's not sit at a desk and be read to you about this is how it's done.
And it's free. You come in and just volunteer your time. And these men, the men behind the camera here, there's Denny sitting over there, Mike Milan, and they will help you learn this equipment for free. There's no charge. It's your time to come here and learn a skill.
And as a renter here, we get use of this classroom that's next door. It's got 24 seats and tables, so you can write, and all the equipment to make presentations. Then you would come next door and actually do hands-on. So next time you're here to tape a show, I said tape, we don't even use tape here. We could have somebody new behind the camera. Wouldn't that be great?
That would be great. And who's eligible to come down here?
Any citizen of Coos County who has a desire. I don't go out searching for people or begging, but if you've got the desire, gee, I've always wanted to try this, to learn about it. It's not a complex thing, but people typically are insecure. Oh, here's a camera that's almost $4,000. I don't want to break it, that kind of thing. And we don't want you to break it either, so that's why we give you the training.
Right. And there's some things that community TV cannot do. Can you just touch a little bit on that?
Well, we can't do anything political. So it's set up that citizens with their own opinions can do that, but we're not running a campaign for an issue, taking one side, or a candidate taking one side. We can't do what I would say is blatant commercial activity. You have a store and you're in talking about your store, but you could be owning a store and telling everybody how to do something, fix whatever.
Right.
And indirectly, they know you're at that store and you can buy
the material,
the equipment or whatever. Much like PBS, you'll see something that looks like a commercial, but it's not a blatant commercial.
So this convention you went to up in Portland, that was for I suppose the operators of public access television, what
Right.
you're doing. Did they give any glimpse into what the future may hold for this medium?
Well, that was the main thrust. First of all, I'd like to say that we belong to two organizations. The Alliance for Community Media is basically paid nonprofit companies, just like we are. The other one is called NATOA, and I can tell you what the first three letters stand for. National Association of Telecommunications. I can't think of the OA at the moment. And this organization is primarily for government departments that do PEG work. For example, the best example would be Eugene. The Lane County IT department runs the PEG stuff up there.
I see.
As opposed to here, or being part of Coos County IT department. So the Alliance for Computing Media, Community Media, is focusing on expansion of broadband. As you know, we're not well wired here in Coos County, and the best way to get more fiber laid down is by providing more content. So we're about to put a real thrust with people like you. Hopefully there's some volunteers out there who have an idea for a show on a regular basis. But even if it's only one, I want to talk to you. And I'm especially looking for some youth who can come forward and say, this is for youth and by youth. And I'm not very concerned about the content. I'm not saying, oh, you've got to talk about cleaning up the streams or whatever it is. It's what you want to do. Anyway, the future of cable is a little bit in doubt. So we are going the route of putting everything on the internet. There's two main reasons for that. One is more people can get access to internet than access to cable. Even if cable goes by your house, you might not necessarily be a customer.
True.
The cable companies don't say how many people they have as customers, but it can't be more than, say, 10,000 on Charter. I don't know. I have no idea about ComSpan. Then the other thing is, right now, if you want to see this show, as the viewers know, you have to tune in to a certain time on channel 98. Whatever that will be determined when the mix is put together. We repeat things once a week. So this might not be satisfactory for you, but with video on demand, you could go on the computer, dial it up, say I want to see the Felix Show Community Chest of July 31st. That's when we're doing this one, by the way, folks. It's going to be one of his best shows. Okay, so video on demand. And this is being driven by the young people. You and I are fairly well satisfied with 8 o'clock such and such comes on, or Sunday nights at 7 o'clock at 60 minutes. And you're just used to that.
Yes.
It's been 30-something years, right? But the young people are saying, I want it now. I want it when I want it. And with all these iPods and all the new stuff that's coming out, we have to honor that, to recognize that, so we can stay in touch. And that's what it's all about. The emphasis here is on communication. We need to talk to each other. Your viewers need to know what these volunteer agencies offer. And some may be totally unaware and need that service.
Absolutely.
Or have the time and the content to go out there and look for it. So that's really the bottom line, the reason why I'm in this: communication. Get the word out to as many people as possible.
Don, I find it very interesting, the expansion of broadband and the evolution towards producing these shows for the internet. How soon do you envision the shows being available to our viewers